Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and by far the largest. Jupiter is more than twice as massive as all the other planets combined. The mass of Jupiter is about 318 times that of the Earth itself. Jupiter was first visited by Pioneer 10 in 1973 and later by Pioneer 11, Voyager 1, Voyager 2, and Ulysses. The spacecraft Galileo orbited Jupiter for 8 years, and it's still regularly observed by the Hubble Space Telescope. Jupiter is about 90% hydrogen and 10% helium, with traces of methane, water, ammonia, and rock. The Great Red Spot has been seen by earthly observers for more than 300 years. Its discovery is usually attributed to Caccini or Robert Hooke in the 17th century. The Great Red Spot is an oval about 12,000 by 25,000 kilometers, actually big enough to hold one of Earth's, or two Earths. Jupiter is just about as large in diameter as a gas planet can be. If more material were to be added, it would be compressed by gravity, so much so that the overall radius would actually increase, even though only slightly. A star can be larger, but only because of its internal nuclear heating source. The rings. Oh yeah, get a good look at them rings. Jupiter, along with the other gas giants, has rings. They're not as pronounced as the rings on Saturn. The Voyager 1 spacecraft developed by NASA discovered Jupiter's rings. It is the third ring system to be identified and discovered by NASA astronomers.
Jupiter has at least 63 known moons. However, the four that most people know about are the Galilean moons, which are Io, Callisto, Ganymede, and Europa. These moons were discovered by Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei in 1610 when he pointed his first telescope toward the sky and monitored the movement of these four satellites around Jupiter. The publication of his ideas revolutionized all ideas about space. His research determined that not all movements is centered around the Earth, and it opened the door for new debate over Nicholas Copernicus' idea of a heliocentric solar system. Io, the innermost of the four moons, with a diameter of 3,642 kilometers, is the fourth largest moon of the solar system. With over 400 active volcanoes, Io is the most geologically active object within the solar system. Its most dominant feature is the mountainous surface and its color. Europa, though it is the smallest of the Galilean satellites, it's still the sixth largest moon in the solar system. It has an oxygen atmosphere, much like Earth's. Its most dominant feature is the many cracks and streaks where craters are relatively rare. Callisto, the second largest moon in the Galilean system and the third in the actual solar system, is composed approximately of equal amounts of rock and ices. Its most dominant feature is that it is very heavily cratered. Ganymede is the largest moon in both the Galilean system and the solar system. It is also a fully differentiated body with an iron-rich liquid core. A saltwater ocean is believed to exist nearly 200 kilometers below Ganymede's surface between two layers of ice. Its most dominant feature is the difference between the two types of terrain. The darker regions are heavily saturated with impact craters. The lighter are cross-cut by extensive grooves and ridges.